Hello and welcome to season 2 of Get Your Pets Out, the podcast where comedy meets pet obsession and pet parenting. If you're 10 times more likely to go to a dinner party if you know there'll be a dog there, then this is the podcast for you. We meet funny people and discuss the pros, cons and grossness of pet parenting, and just have a little chat to them about their life. I'm joined on our introductory clips here with my foster dog, I'm going to say, Zizzy, the Chihuahua. Hi. A savage little beast, as you can tell. We've got episode 1. We've got Tal Davies. I've known Tal for a while now. She's doing so well in comedy. She's hilarious. But every time I've seen Tal, we've been doing the roughest gigs possible. So last time I was gigging with Tal, it was in the back of a rock pub in Oxford, where half the audience was asleep before the show started and the other half was so drunk that they had to be dragged out one by one over the course of the night. She is hilarious. She's lovely. But more importantly for this podcast, Zizzy, she is even more pet obsessed than I am. In fact, she's possibly the most animal-focused human I've ever met. So I'll let you listen to the episode whilst Zizzy the Chihuahua eats my unwashed, unbrushed hair. Enjoy! Tell me about the hamsters and the guinea pigs, and then we'll get on
to the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are their names is the main thing.
So the guinea pigs are called Casper and Dave.
Cool.
That's the names they had when we rescued them.
That was a judgy look from me, and then I remembered I chose Barry. So
yeah.
I do like human names for animals.
I do, and we weren't going to keep them, but then they just look so much like their names that we did. The thing I was like, I didn't mind Dave. I think Dave is objectively a funny name.
It's a funny name. And don't you find that a lot of Daves do look like guinea pigs? Like just out in the street. Dave.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dave could be a guinea pig.
And Dave is a real lad. He's got quite toxic sort of red pill views.
He won't be listening to this podcast then. It'll be far too on the other manosphere.
Literally, he will. He's terrible. He's been watching the women's Euros at the minute. The things he's been saying. Yeah,
Dave.
Honestly,
they do love the sport.
But yeah, because Casper's obviously a white guinea pig, which is why they called him Casper. Which just feels very pedestrian. But yeah, he is a Casper. He's a lovely little.
Privately educated,
delicate. So I'm raising him as a proud gay man.
Excellent.
And he just
against his will. That's
he naturally is more aligned. Like, so when I'm doing my makeup, he like wants to stare at me doing it. Dave's not interested. When you play the In-Betweeners theme, Dave runs over to their telly. When you play Downton Abbey, Casper runs over. Like, he's just a real stereotype. Like my little.
So Casper loves Downton Abbey. Mm-hmm. Dave loves the In-Betweeners
and football. Casper loves Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Any particular album or just the whole back catalogue?
He finds Reputation a bit scary. Because they can't have the loud bass, so he's more of a folklore kind of guy.
I'm laughing because you're 100% sincere.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think they've got their hobbies. That's Barry, for example, likes darts. Yeah. Really enjoys darts, watching darts.
I can see that for him.
Yeah, standing in front of the dartboards when Jack's playing darts. Which
really?
Is always upsetting. Sort of just stood underneath it, waiting for ricochet. Maybe Barry's just looking to end it all. Hey, Barry, you're a bit of a mess.
They do really love football as well. Both of them play. They've got one of them balls with a hello. Am I allowed to touch his under thing?
Yes, it's just the sensitive areas are obviously he's got his tickle areas at the back. That is more, he's got to be in the mood for it. And tail does not like his tail being played with.
Right, fair enough. To be fair, Hello. I'm gonna go for the head.
Oh, oh! Usually just disappears in and makes a hissing noise. So that's pretty good. What about your hamsters? Who are they?
So currently got Peggy Sue. We've only had her for a couple of months. She's only baby.
Oh, was this
she's
rescue or?
Oh yeah. So
all rescue.
All rescue.
At all times.
Yes.
And is this like a decision that you and your wife have made together? You're like, it's got to be a rescue.
If you can imagine such a thing, she is the more animal obsessed one than me.
I cannot.
Like I'm the reasonable one. I'm the reasonable one. I'm so serious.
You are, what might not have been picked up is you are wearing socks of Casper and Dave, and you're
Dave.
You're the reasonable one.
Yeah.
So okay, all right.
Well, I was gonna borrow it off her, but it was in the wash. I got her. You know, you can get them t-shirts in the style of the old sort of bootleg hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's got all the smalls on. It says the smalls in like bling, right? Including the snails.
The snails are not on.
They are on.
Of course, part of the family. Just because they're cold-blooded does not mean that they're, I don't know where Barry's trying to get to, not part of the family.
Yeah.
You've got your hamsters and rescue Peggy Sue's just a little baby.
She's the youngest one we've ever, because obviously normally you can't rescue a baby, but her parents were seized from a hoarding thing, and the mum was pregnant, so they had all these babies in the rescue.
Oh, seized.
Yeah. You know, like on like hoarding programs when they've just got like a bajillion cats and God knows what.
I never thought about the animals in there. So they've just got, to just seize those and then put onto a rescue.
Yeah, they were in like a terrible state.
And do they just sort of ring you directly, or do they put it online and then just wait for you
she
to
just
come in?
knows. So, right. So, we have a very good relationship with our rescue place.
I bet you do.
No, I know. Everyone's like, yeah.
They're like, here they come.
So
here they come.
They are amazing. They are amazing. But they. So with the last one, B, who's R.I.P. She actually WhatsApped me after seeing that the previous one had died, and she was like, "I know it's a bit soon, but I just want to tell you that we've just had one come in called Tal." Which everyone's like, "There's simply no way."
They are fudging the numbers there. They have gone into fraud.
Yeah.
It's a violent.
I know. So I always hamsters can only imprint on one person generally. Like they will love more than one, but they'll see one like you are.
I didn't know that. They were like
I'm a lot more hands-on than Rach. So she is the fun one, and she buys all the toys and all the mad stuff. But I'm like the really overbearing mom, and like they always imprint on me straight away, and I'm always like, I just don't know why. And Rachel's like, because you carry them around in your mouth. Like I do all this weird stuff.
You've got a top on with fake hamster nipples on.
Like literally,
you let them feed from you.
I literally like
just
sort of
don't know.
like lick their head and stuff, so they think. So she properly thinks I'm her birth mother.
Oh.
To like a worrying degree. Like it makes people uncomfortable when they're in the room with us.
Why don't you, Barry, think of that as me?
So when you well, it's probably not the same for reptiles, but when I carry her, obviously I'm actually holding her with my hand, but I do that on the scruff of her neck, so she thinks she's being carried around in my mouth like a real hamster.
Oh, Barry's trying to kill me.
Yeah, well, maybe Barry's trying to
carry me round.
Maybe this is an olive branch.
This is we've hurt
Jesus.
Barry. All right, you can sit up there. You can sit up there for now. And then, so you've got your rodent selection.
The rodent cohort.
The rodent cohort. Mm-hmm. But also, I'm interested in your snails. Your snails, bane of your lives. How can a snail be the bane of anybody's life, except if you're a prolific gardener, which you already know that you're not because you refuse to bury anything out there. So what is going on? How have you got...
So, look, I want to start all of this with the caveat that obviously as their parents, it's my responsibility. This is very much a we need to talk about Kevin situation. Like,
oh, God. What did this snail do?
No, they're not doing... I just mean...
How did he even operate the gun?
as much as I'm saying they're ruining my life, I am ultimately the one that decided to kidnap one of them from a car park. So.
As someone who also works with parents as a nanny, when I'm not a comedian, you have shown more reflection on parenting and responsibility than any parent I have ever met. It's like, this snail's a nightmare. It must be my fault.
You know what, though? By us choosing to not have children, we're showing more self-reflection and emotional maturity than most people kids. Do you not think?
I don't know. I've seen your socks. So I will
Can you
go
imagine what I'd be like with human kids?
Absolute nightmare.
I mean, the boys. So we bought the boys,
especially if you're kidnapping them from the car parks.
Yeah,
I mean that is
for future reference. Whenever I say the boys, I mean the guinea pigs, or the lads.
lads.
We bought them a pram, and we've not took them out in it yet because Rachel's worried about.
Shame.
She's worried about no. We live in quite, if you can imagine such a place, a hipster part, a nice part of Birmingham where.
It's just not going together.
I know. There's a bloke over the road who takes his ferret on a lead to the pub, so I don't think we'd be that weird. But Rachel's worried about the air pollution because we live in the city and the temperature.
They're going to have to get one of those Dyson neck fans to go around the guinea pigs so they can.
They can't have any breeze on them because they're prone to upper respiratory infection. That's one of the many pitfalls.
Of course.
That's why we're lining their cage with bags of frozen peas at the minute in this heat. Anyway.
The pram is not going to be used, but...
I really want to use it. I want to take them to the farmer's market where we get their food, but it just has to be the exact right temperature.
You get one of those little sort of checks of like air pollution. Some days are less than others. You get those alerts.
I really want that photo of me in like a coat and a coffee like a yummy mummy at the market with my babies in the pram.
One hand, mouth, holding your guinea pig.
Yeah. A few months ago, one of them was ill, of course, on a bank holiday weekend. So we had to take him to the out-of-hours hospital place for like 3 times the price.
Yeah.
And as we were sat there in the waiting room, because they can't go anywhere separately, so the one who was ill was annoyed enough, but the one who wasn't ill was just like climbing the walls with boredom and frustration. And I didn't realise Rachel was filming me, and I was like having a proper like mom breakdown because I'd got their programme on my phone, and I was like,
which one, Downton or
Sing 2, because that's one they both can enjoy.
Yeah. You need something where there's a crossover.
Not Sing 1, just Sing 2.
Sing 2.
And I was literally going, I've got your Sing 2 on. What more can I do? I haven't got your Alexa with me. You've had a snack. And I was like having a full on like end of half term breakdown.
I haven't slept in weeks.
Yeah, literally.
What more do you want from me, you ungrateful little...
Yeah, literally.
Guinea pigs. But what about the snails? You keep dodging the snails.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So, okay.
I feel like there's a mental block. You go towards the snails and then you ricochet back towards the safety of the boys.
Because it's disturbing.
The only thing I did notice is that you said that you kidnapped them from a car park. What?
Yeah, okay. So... I was about 3 months after we lost Twiggy, R.I.P. Who, by the way, I should say, was called Fleur. But I always call her Twiggy in my stand-up because that was her name before we adopted her, and to protect her identity, I always kept it as Twiggy because she's an adopted child. You're not going to get me, right?
No. Thank goodness for those data protection laws.
Yeah, exactly. You're not having me on breach of GDPR. I'm no fool. Right, so back to the snails. So we just recently-ish lost Twiggy, so I was a bit vulnerable anyway. And then Fleur. I went to this gig in Moseley, which is like a little suburby bit of Birmingham, quite built up. That's going to be relevant. And I'd had a shit gig and I was coming out like staring glumly at the floor.
I know that feeling extremely well.
Well, thank God I was, Eva, because on the doorstep in pitch darkness, I saw this outline of a snail and I nearly trod on him. And so I leapt to get him. And then I was like looking around and there was absolutely nowhere at all to put him that wasn't in darkness so he was going to get trod on. There was no greenery anywhere. So I was like, do you know what? Sod it, you come with me. So I put him on the dashboard of my car, and then I rang Rachel up, who was asleep because it was like midnight. And I was like, with like very little context, I was like,
her voicemail should just be, no, you've reached Rachel. The answer is no. We can't have it.
Right, you're gonna have to get out of the loft because we've got this snail. Get Twiggy's old tank. I'll be with you in half an hour.
Barely got dust on it.
Yeah,
bringing
and then
it down.
I got this photo. It's a beautiful picture, actually. I might have to send it you to somehow put up for the viewers of this snail like doing all of the lights, and there's like a police car with sirens going past on this rainy window, and I've got one hand on my phone steering with my knees, one hand because the snail keeps trying to go down the vent, but it's beautiful. And then
probably thunks. It probably thought it had been abducted by aliens.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it kind of had in a way, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I now know as well that he was still a baby. Not a tiny baby, like I hadn't ripped him from his mom.
Wait. Normal snail?
Yeah.
Not like a giant African land snail?
No, normal snail, just a normal snail. How many giant African land snails do you reckon are just occurring?
I don't know, but
in Moseley?
I am thinking about how many snails I've just walked past. Okay, snail on the dive board.
Something about him, I just was like, and to be fair, I feel like I'm a terrible mum for this, but like I still think Cedric is jokes. It's the other one that's a nightmare.
Listen, that's an honesty that only a parent can really give, because you are right. There's always one good crack.
Yeah.
And then, as a nanny professionally, there's another one.
Well, exactly.
Not so good.
But so we had Ced and Cedders. He's jokes. He's a good laugh. He lets me put like a little Santa hat on his shell at Christmas. He puts up with my bullshit. And then so they reckon in captivity it's very unlikely that you're going to get a pet snail to lay eggs with itself, because conditions have to be so perfect and so like the real outdoor habitat for them to be like, now is my time to unleash my seed or whatever. So he didn't do it for ages. Like, we still obviously gave him a nice life, but like we were just like pretty lax on checking for eggs because it just had not happened for 6 months. And then one day Rachel gave him corn on a Sainsbury's Taste the Difference corn on the cob. And he was like, this is mint.
Life could not be better.
Yeah, it was like he'd got like tenure at his job. He'd paid off the mortgage, and he was like, "Now is the time."
Can you taste the difference?
And
Cedric can.
He had like a shitload of secret eggs buried in the soil that we didn't see until we woke up one day, and there was just one tiny little clone snail, teeny tiny, just sat there. And then we followed her path of where she'd come from, and she had slithered her way up, eating all of her egg siblings along the way. And like, do you want to know the final thing I'm going to say on this? Because it's actually depressing me.
Yeah.
The snails live 25 years.
25. 25 years.
And I was like, well, for all we knew, Cedric might be 24, it'll be fine. But like, I now know from the way he's grown that he was a baby. So I've got him till I'm retirement age.
25 years.
Yep.
That is... Why? Why do snails need to live 25
well, obviously
years?
they don't
Nothing
normally.
Else in the garden lives
they don't
25
normally,
years.
but I'm not going to just randomly be like on midsummer and just send them up a cliff when they've reached a certain age.
Put a little buttercup behind his ear.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah.
Sew him into a squirrel.
So in captivity with absolutely no danger, and you want to understand the life they're living. I mean,
Barry's going to live to maybe be 85, 90. Like, look at him now. He's basically got tucked into my crotch.
But he's not having babies with himself.
Not as far as I'm aware. Would you say that your snails are your pet regret? If you have,
that
it's a
feels
hard word.
harsh because I love them and I wouldn't change. Well, I suppose I would change a little bit.
You would slightly change the conditions.
Thank God they've not got ears because Casper will be listening to this, but they won't be able to.
Casper will just be like sticking on a rerun of.
Cass
Well, the
loves
new
it.
Downton Abbey will become movie. will be coming
honestly,
out, so.
I mean this in the least humble braggy way possible. You know when you have to do things on the radio and stuff occasionally. Very occasionally.
For me, very local.
I cannot ever listen ever. I can't bear to ever watch myself. So Rachel does because she's very supportive, and Casper loves it. He calls it his mummy podcast.
He does not call it his mummy podcast.
No, he does. I will show you videos of him tuning in and listening. He loves it, and he will be listening to this.
Was he? Did he watch you on the BBC?
Yeah. I didn't.
Right at the. Yeah,
He did.
I didn't watch me back either. No.
No.
But right at the telly, like.
Yeah, literally on his because he's got his own. He's got an Alexa with a screen, so he's got his own little television.
Yeah. iPad kids.
And because it's an Alexa, we're so mental that we calibrated it to understand his voice as well. And then we were like, but we will always be here to do the voice.
So when he
Yeah.
wants something via the Alexa, what happens?
He goes, Alexa, play Downton Abbey on Netflix.
Alexa hen.
And sometimes as a you know, like I don't know if you and Jack do this, but you know when you're like trying to be passive aggressive and sort of share a grievance via the animal's voice.
Yeah.
So it's like Cass will be like, we've still not had our lunch, you know, when Mum said she'd bring it, and that's me telling Rachel to go and sort it. And so sometimes he'll be like,
that didn't last very long.
Yeah. Sometimes one of them will go, Alexa, call RSPCA, and then it actually will ring when it's really angle.
How many phone calls do you reckon the RSPCA gets where they just hear like beep, 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 at the other end, and then someone's like, I know you're in distress, but I haven't got the guinea pig translator in right now. Stay on the line. And they're like, I think that was a guinea pig from South Shields.
Yeah.
That's the only clue we've got.
Yeah, they've got a GLOK here based on all their accents.
Actually, I think that is that was a good South Shields guinea pig. Beep, beep. That was South Shields.
Beep, beep.
Oh, that was more of a beep beep. Beep
But
beep.
you've got to have that intonation.
No, mine sounded upset.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Oh yes, you're right. I heard it. I heard the guinea pig.
Is this good podcast content?
Listen, you and I know that none of this is good podcast content, but I love it. And that's why we do it. Out of curiosity, have you always had pets? Like growing up, did you have pets? Like,
Yes, always had pets, and my parents, my parents are divorced, but they're both with their new families just as mad. So
right.
I've always grown up with pets. I've always grown up very much equal on the hierarchy to my pet siblings, and they've always had voices. So like I've literally never known, to the point where, as you've already seen during this, I'm so out of touch with reality that I sometimes forget that they haven't actually said these things.
But then, I can think back to my pets growing up, and with the exception of the chickens, which were monsters, in my mind, they're not like just like pet, dog, cat. They're very individual characters, and if I really pushed it, I would be like, I can imagine their voices, and they're sort of like they have like equal part in the sort of family structure. So, I mean, I do get that. And I think there's certain households where you do have a lot of pets. Mine also, that they're not pets. It doesn't quite fit they're just also there as a soul, as a creature.
Yeah. My mum has got like studio photographs of the dogs because she was upset that they couldn't be at her wedding. So we all had to put like bridesmaid dresses back on and have pictures.
Oh, so it's genetic.
Dogs.
Okay, I get it.
Oh yeah, insane. And my dad is as bad. My dad calls his dogs the L'Oreals because they're worth it, and like he'll just do crazy things for them, and they all have voices.
Would you ever branch out into reptilian world? You've got mollusk and are you allergic to your guinea pigs?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my!
Not as much as cats. Not as much. I'm allergic to hamsters as well, but I mean, as you know, I literally dab her on my face like a beauty blender.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
I just take very strong tablets. It's a bit of a struggle at the minute because of
it's all coming together now.
So they've got the. So I live in a townhouse because I have to clarify that because it sounds posher than it is when I say
it sounds real posh.
they have the top floor. The top floor is like the size of one room, but they have the biggest bedroom in the house. It's only a 2-bed house. I don't know what I'm saying. But they have the top. That's their domain.
The nanny is furious.
Yeah, so they've got the biggest room. It's in the top, but because it's in the top, when it's a heat wave, it's way too hot, like dangerously so.
It's hot in here right now.
So they all have to move into our room, and we're currently living like little evacuees, all of us in this one room, like like Charlie Bucket's grandparents.
Yeah.
And
I can't move my legs, Charlie. Wait, you going on an adventure? Turns out I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. Because I got a golden ticket, and it's just me covered in guinea pig shit.
Off your nut on antihistamines.
Yeah, literally.
Where am I?
I have had one tetrahedron eye for the last week that's only just calmed down for this because
we're about to throw cats at you.
Honestly, because we've got them and their little temporary cage obviously takes up the entire room. And they have to have all hay everywhere, and then we've got fans on, but they can't be blown directly on them because of their respiratory stuff.
Right.
So what it's essentially doing is blowing all the guinea pig hair, dander, and hay
straight
directly into my face as I'm lying in bed,
just wishing for winter.
Yeah,
please.
I haven't had to use my inhaler in about 10 years, and I've gone through like 3 in the last month.
I'm concerned. And Alexa, ring NHS.
Yeah.
They're not answering.
They don't
care.
My EpiPen was out of date 10 years ago. They don't care. They don't care.
Good to know. Oh, Barry's moving towards you. Barry's just
Who do you reckon is going to be better at giving me a tracheotomy with a biro, you or Barry?
Barry, 100%. Goes to the throat, straight in.
Hi, mate.
Yeah.
So to go back to your question, I would love a tortoise. We would love a tortoise. We love reptiles. However, we couldn't deal with like a bearded dragon or anything because Rachel could not cope with the feeding them live crickets and things.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
They often put the crickets in the little lunch boxes next to the hamster stuff in Pets at Home, and Rachel literally cries and can't see them.
Oh, bless her.
So I don't know that we could do like anything. And my God, can you imagine us trying to feed like a mouse to a snake or something?
Yeah, there'd be a lot of weeping.
You couldn't
be
do
screaming.
that. Do tortoises have to have live crickets and stuff?
No, fully vegan.
Yeah, we'll have one of them then.
Yeah, fully vegan, and sleeps half the year. So
that would stress me out. I was like messaging Jack more than one occasion being like, has Barry survived the winter? Like I was checking it. I'm traumatised from Blue Peter.
Jack, my partner, is much more of a stressy tortoise dad. I was like, right, in the box, asleep, in the shed.
But do you not remember when, like, I don't know, Connie Hook or whoever would be like, and here we go, and then it would just be dead?
Yeah, I do.
It's really traumatic.
But I have faith in you, Barry. I think you're going to be fine. Like, Barry and I, we're pretty tough. There she goes.
I have faith in you. She just nosedives.
I know that raising a tortoise, she's going to have to take some scratches, some bumps, and maybe freeze to death in the winter. And that's part of growing up. You're getting visibly anxious about this. She's fine. She's very
Meanwhile, we are buying medical grade water for diabetics off Amazon to mist the snails with, because apparently tap water has got anti-mollusk stuff in it to stop you having slugs in your plumbing.
Oh, I guess so.
It's got stuff in it.
That's a conspiracy theory that I am on board with.
Yeah, I'm there.
Do you think, is there anything that you wish you'd known, like, as a pair before getting into sort of the rescue lazy Susan of creatures? There is something that you would like wish someone had told you beforehand. Not that it would change your decision, because I know that you love them, but is there something that you find out you're like, oh, I just wish I'd been aware of this?
No, honestly, no, like, at the risk of sounding super cheesy, probably it would have been nice to have a crystal ball and know how obsessed we would become in a nice way. Because I originally got the hamster because we wanted a dog and we didn't have the sort of house where you could have a dog. Yeah. And I was like, this will be a good practice pet. And then
people do think hamsters and guinea pigs are a little like
which
that
I
sometimes.
now like staunchly advocate against. Like, they're not genuinely not kids' pets. Anyway, I'm not getting on my soapbox about that. But you know, we just
quite
absolutely
delicate,
fell in. Well, as someone who was raised with dogs and chickens and even the odd pony and God knows what, they are to look after them properly is harder than a dog. To be honest with you,
really,
genuinely, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, because they're quite sort of.
Because a dog you can just take places, and people will just have your dog when you're on holiday.
Yes.
Like it's anyway. So I thought, oh, this will just be a little lockdown, a bit like you with Barry, and then it obviously took over our lives in a big way.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change it for the world. Actually.
I think it's lush. I think it feels like, and also listening to your stand-up, which is, it's super funny about your pets. I mean, you talk about other things as well, but when you are talking about your life and your pets, what I love about it is it's infused with a lot of love. Like, it's not like, oh, you know, there's that sort of vein of comedians where everything's just shit
dog.
as though they've got no agency in any of the decisions that they've made, and men and you know, men comedians,
see also,
and you know, they exist as well, and but what's lovely when I listen to your comedy about it is it is infused with a sense of like love, a sense of sort of silly joy and complete lunacy, which I think is like. Yeah. That's my sort of comedy. Is there like what's the of all these pets and all the creatures that you've had, what is the sort of grossest thing would you say that has happened?
Well, I thought of one.
Oh, good,
because obviously a lot goes through my mind, and it's like, what ones am I willing to share?
Flashing through your.
So we talked about how I always end up with the hamsters just imprinting on me a bit. Like, do you remember that film when we were kids of the girl with she finds these goose eggs, and then she ends up with all these geese that think she's their mom,
and she has to get like
she flies them in like a
fucking
paper airplane across to New Zealand or some nonsense.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that with me with the hamster. And
and what are you teaching them? Like,
but they just like they're quite. Like, it really does make people uncomfortable. They're so intensely like that with me. And we had one, and whenever she had a really good treat, like a prize, we call it a prize, she would like if we give her a Cheerio, she'd be like, and she'd like run and sit in the corner and hide it in case one of us tried to eat it. And so we'd given her like a raspberry, and we could see her acting really weird and suspicious in the corner of the bed, like, oh my God, my secret treasure. So we just thought, okay, she's just loving her raspberry. Yeah. It's fine. And then about an hour later, we found the raspberry, and I was like, what the fuck? What has she got instead? What has she got? And it turns out, when I'd been asleep, one of my earplugs must have come out and had just been under my pillow, and she'd found it. And she thought this was like ultimate prize because it smells like the inside of her mum's ear. And she was sat like Gollum, licking it like an ice cream.
That is disgusting.
It's so disgusting.
It's so salty.
We kept calling it forbidden ice cream. Just my sweaty earplug.
What's your favourite flavour? Mummy ear.
Literally. And she was so annoyed that we had to take it off her.
That is gross. That is not what I expected. It's gross on many levels.
It's gross on many levels.
Yeah, but pets kind of are gross. It's kind of...
Yeah.
You have to sort of like... Real pets are gross. If you could have... I always ask this question in the way that our lovely producer Alice has requested I ask this question. Usually I ask the question like, if you could have any animal in the whole world and there's no problem with anything. But I've had to put the words, if you could have ethically everything would be fine. Mm-hmm. Anything you need for this animal would be there. Any animal, real or imaginary, if you could have anything, what would you have? So you're like...
So ethics completely fine.
Ethics completely fine. It's happy. It's free. If it needs to be, you've got all the space and whatever you want for it. Yeah. And food.
Because I'm going to give a very unrealistic answer, but as long as ethically it's fine.
We've had dragons.
Well, it's maybe on a pot. I would have a pet orca, 100%. 100%.
The scariest creature in the sea.
Oh, no, because in my head, I'm like, it won't be. Do you know what I mean? It will be fine.
Okay, right. You have to explain. Because I thought you would... 100%. I was like, it's going to be capybara. It's going to be capybara.
No, do you know what? Right. I that felt like a waste of a turtle because I am just going to have one of them. Like, I feel like that's an achievable fantasy. Whereas
true.
If the genie's giving you an ultimate ethical pet,
Oh yeah, I'm thinking too small.
you are
I'm thinking too small.
orca. Because
Orca, killer whale.
I have always been obsessed with orcas. When I was young and didn't know any better, all I wanted to be was like one of the trainers at SeaWorld.
Yeah,
like, that's all I wanted.
Near miss. Yeah. Absolutely. You got long hair as well. That is dragging you down.
What a way to go, though.
What a horrible way to go.
I know, but
You'd be the only one smiling on the way down.
honestly, just literally, I want to be
What
like.
is it about them that you love? I find them terrifying. I'd
Well-
rather be in a kayak and see a great white shark swim under my boat.
Well,
than
I
an
struggle
orca.
to conceptualise that sharks are scary as well, and I do know. Obviously, I know I'm not stupid, but like in my head, it's like James and the Giant Peach. I'm like, how's it going to bite me? Its nose. Just, it ain't going to bite. And I know that's not real.
Yeah, it'll flip you up into the
I
air,
just can't be
stun you,
scared
and
of
then
them.
eat your liver.
But yeah, I just think orcas are just gorgeous and lovely and. Because in my delusional world, it would be like Free Willy, and we'll just form an instant bond, and
right.
I'll just be like riding on it.
It's the riding. Is it the riding?
No, it's this. It's the fact that they have this. So I love animals that could kill me.
There we are. We've got to the root of it. We've got down.
We're not getting into therapy.
It's a matriarchal structure.
No, I tell you what it is, and again, I'm drifting dangerously into being too sincere and cringy.
We
here.
like sincere cringy.
But I don't like being this fun. But like, so I absolutely love having prey animals for pets because it's like the amount of trust you have to earn because they are tiny and biologically programmed to be scared of you, and yet they are letting me carry them around in my mouth. And how wonderful that they've
built that bond across
brings a tear to my
species.
eye. And so I want to be the hamster being I want something to want to win my trust badly.
This orca is gonna see you swimming in the shallows. It's gonna come over. It's gonna very gently pick you up by the scruff of your neck.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be licking its earful.
You'll be like, "Mummy," and it takes you off into the ocean.
I just think there's something really.
The other orcas come round, and it's like, "Get back!"
Yeah,
Tal is allergic to that sort of water.
Yeah,
get back. Tal needs 8 hours of sleep, and can eat only organic fish.
Yeah,
I get it now. You want a sort of big.
There's something about, like those unlikely animal friendships. They have like coffee table books with them and stuff. I just love the idea that it's like I could kill you, but I choose not to.
There. Yeah.
That's why sometimes I hang out with men. I just think it's so beautiful.
And put it like that, I'd rather an orca.
Yeah.
But I live with a man, so who am I judging you? Look at that out there in the sea.
Spiritually, he's more of an orca than a man.
More of a puffin. Lovely little lad. Oh, I was laughing so much, he dropped Barry. That's negligent motherhood right there for you. I mean, I like that you have your love of pets, but it's clear that it's sincere. And I know you're like, I don't want to be sincere. I don't want to.
I'm dead on.
I'm just
Apart from my guinea pigs in my socks.
But like, I always ask the comics that come on, because I feel like comedy and pet ownership can sometimes clash because of like the hours, and it's great that you've got a partnership that you could do it together. But I'm kind of curious as why do you think we have pets as humans? What do you think that's for? What do you think that's about?
I think there's definitely elements of what I was saying before about this sort of primal need to kind of take care of something when you don't need to, in a way. And oh God, I'm going to be so gross and sincere again. But it's like it teaches you to communicate without words and to actions speak louder than words. And I used to really laugh at my mom because she'd be like, "Look, Charlie's going mad. He's desperate for a walk. He'll never forgive me." And the dog has just not moved. Do you know what I mean? Like the dog, I'm like, do you know what she's projecting? But now I look at my guinea pig that's just a potato with a face, and I'm like, I'm so tuned into his every single mannerism that I can tell what he's annoyed about and stuff like that. And I think just showing up, that they show up for you and you show up for them. And because with humans, it's easy to kind of rely on.
and sometimes lean on that sort of communication. Because I always say to the children that I look after is that, you know, you can't really say sorry to an animal. Well, that doesn't really mean anything. It's got to be your action. So this idea that you're saying about like sort of communicating without words, you do have to show up. It's what you do that matters.
Exactly.
Just scared the bejeebers out of Barry there by going in for an overly affectionate hug. Is it a hug?
Look at it, he's showing up for you. Like, you really have to pay attention to their body language and what they actually want. And
well, what Barry wants is heat, which is why she's trying to dig down into my crotch.
Because all Barry has wanted this whole thing is your groin.
Crotch, yeah, it's hot down there because I'm wearing jeans in this weather, and she's thinking like sub-Saharan. That's where she's digging down to. Yeah, well, Barry. Well, thank you very much for coming on our odd little podcast, Tal. I've loved it.
Sorry for all the tangents.
Never apologise for an excellent tangent. And is there anything that you would like to promote? Anything going on? Where can people find you?
On Instagram, tal.davies, and that's Davies with an E. And on TikTok, tal_Davies.
Just straight off the top of your head.
I know, amazing. Seamless. Definitely didn't have to look it up.
Excellent editing will be seamless. And thank you very much for listening. And I've forgotten how to end the podcast.